Welcome in, boys. We here, we live. Happy Monday. Money making Mondays. Come on now. Like we never left. See what we can get going today. See what we can get going today. A little chill, a little vibes. Come on. Morning, Big Easy. Welcome in, King. First one in here. Hope you're having a good ass start to the week. Hope you had a good weekend. What's up, brother? Let's see what we can do today. Market just opened. Looks like we just got to the VWAP. I'm going to take off our drawings right now. Boom, boom. Opened up to the VWAP, rejecting it a little bit. Let's see what we get. It's here. Yes, he is. The saucy man, the man, the myth, the legend. Here we go. Already pushing through overnight lows, so we're sweeping, boys. It's kind of a, I think it's a no news. I think we have an orange folder event today. Medium news. Forget what it is. Home sales. Gotcha. Yeah, home sales at 10 today. A little medium folder event. Nothing too crazy. Obviously still have that strong reaction Friday. Let's take a quick gander on the daily chart, see what we're looking at whole and whole here. Kind of like this for a potential fill on the day if we are going to turn around. Let's just see. Let's see what we got. We got home sales here at 10 o'clock. Not super crazy, but still probably decent. I like us to go try some higher prices if we continue to hold in around these 57s where we just pushed off of. We just tapped into that big spot. If we continue to hold here, could be looking for north. Yeah, so somewhere around these 450s we kind of want to see hold. If we are going to get some bullishness. If not, well, then we don't need to see that. But how we doing, boys? How we feeling? Yes, sir. How was the weekend, Big E? That's what I asked. Hopefully the man had a good one. Hopefully we all had a good one, boys. What's good? What's up, GPT? Welcome in, King. Hope you had a good weekend, man. Happy you're here, brother man. Happy you're here, brother man. Let's see if we can continue to see if we hold these 450s. Nasdaq selling into them right now. It's a pretty big spot. If we do find some support, we could find some push off of this. We're creating a little bit of a bull flag. Otherwise, we might keep breaking down here. Otherwise, we could just keep breaking down into this auction. This is obviously where price ripped from, so I'm kind of anticipating to see it hold, but we will see. This is where price ripped from. Kind of expecting these 30s to hold. You know. You don't know what you don't know, brother. Let's see what we got, boys. We're already selling. Volume's a little bit still here on the start of the Monday. Opening print candle. Opening print price was the 498s, just about the 500s. Selling into the 450s here. I kind of want to see if these are going to offer a hold. It's a big spot. If we do start pushing here, I could expect some continuation for at least the day. We'll see. It's going to be kind of decided around this VWAP. If we can't get back to VWAP, well, that's its own thing. Market's only been open for 5 minutes. What are you seeing, Ty? Well, right now, like I said, big push Friday. As long as price continues to hold above these 450s, we could see it continue in that direction. Right now, the VWAP's the big spot, the 512s. If we can't get above VWAP, we might just see a little bit more choppiness down towards these prices. But right now, I'm kind of just going to be patient. A little duck dab. Come on. I love it. How we doing, boys? Market's been open for 5 minutes. We're already testing back to opening print candle. Again, if we can't get to the VWAP here, this will be its own little thing. Asia session reached down. London session continued. So, might see a New York reversal. Maybe New York continuation. Not sure. Some options, boys. We got a big week ahead of us. You know, final week in August. August is traditionally a decently difficult month, so. Failing VWAP on this opening print candle is pretty indicative. Oh yeah, I already got those Monday yawns going. How we feeling? How we doing? Let's have another fat week, huh? Let's have another fat week. Let's take one more gander over here on the hourly just to make sure we have levels played out. I mean, we hit this big 610 area. Boom, rejected. 650 area, actually. Hit the 650 area, rejected. Yeah, as long as we hold above these 425s, could look for this to push up. It's kind of the spot we're looking at. Kind of the 425 area. See if we can get a hold there. Right now we're going sideways. Yes, sir, Pat. The man. Hope you had a good weekend, King. Good morning, brother. Good morning, my man. Compressing below the VWAP so slightly here. Opening print candles about the 500s. We're right about there right now. Just letting things set up this Monday, huh, boys? We're letting the range set up a little bit. We're not missing nothing. Ideally, we get up above VWAP here. Would be nice. Show some strength by these buyers. I would like to see that. If we did get up above this VWAP, I'd be considering a long here. Opening print candles, the 500s, we're there now. Opening print price. Buyers are trying it after tapping into that 450. It's a big level there. How was the weekend, Pat? How'd you do, buddy? Did you get to just chill, relax, de-stress, get the mind right for this week? The things that matter, get that mind completely balanced. Here at the 500 price still, slightly below VWAP. Slightly below the VWAP here. We held the 450s, tapping into this previous peak. If we continue to hold and push above VWAP, I will be considering longs. Gotta see if the buyers are about it, though. Gotta see if these buyers, they about it or not, though, you know what I mean? Are you about it or no, son? Above VWAP could be good. Compression below VWAP, not so much. Kind of anticipating this to continue up in the north direction at the moment. It's going to be dependent on this push, though. We got to get through VWAP. Morning, Patsky. Yeah, bro. How would the date go? Come on, Pat. Slightly still compressing below the VWAP at the 500. Right about opening print candle price still. Patience, boys. Market hasn't really gone anywhere yet. We want to let this just play out. Keep our money. Find a spot to make some money. Make all that money on a Monday. Come on, come on, come on. Below the VWAP. Exactly still that opening print candle price. Slightly looking like we are rejecting the VWAP at the 510s here, down back to the 480s. Keith, everyone make sure to subscribe. Get our brother Can to 600. W. Keith, my man. Appreciate it, brother. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy to see you in here, King. Happy to see you in here, brother man. NASDAQ is rejecting the VWAP on that second attempt there. Getting below the EMA now. Market's been open for 10 minutes. 5 more to get our opening print range. A little 15-minute range. If we can't hold and get back towards that VWAP and the sellers are going to keep that compressed, we probably will see an extension lower. Yes, sir. Come on. If we can't get above the VWAP there, we might be pushing. Morning, Stassi. It was good, just coffee, but she's cool. I'm taking it slow. That's what it's about, brother. Cool. Happy she's cool, though. What you do this weekend? I took a chill. I was so wiped from working like crazy. I took the weekend off. Hung out with the boys. Just chilled Saturday. Sunday went to the gym. Hung out with my family. Good boy. I didn't do that with my lady. No, taking it slow. Taking it slow. Really choppy right now, boys. Opening print candle. We're still exactly at it pretty much. Just going sideways below the VWAP. Make sure you're keeping your accounts protected until we get an extension one way or the other. It's the only time we got to really be looking for anything. kind of want to try a sell here, but kind of want to try a sell here. We got home sales at 10. I don't know. I had the kid up by myself from Saturday to Sunday, then had a fantasy draft yesterday. Hell yeah. How'd the draft go, Sauce? Tell me you picked just the banging team, bro. Tell me you picked the winning team. Morning, Juan. Happy to see you in here, King. Hope you had a good weekend, Wani, man. I can't determine a bias yet. Yeah, right now we're just choppy back and forth, Pat. Not a lot going on. We want to just be patient, let this range push out. We have an option on both sides, obviously. I think we have north side potential, but just want to let it play out first. Got my girl pregnant less than 2 months in. She's been my crush since 5th, 6th grade, though. Yes, sir. Draft went well. Hell yeah. WSP won. What's up, Wani, man? Come on, boys. Let's see what we got here today. Market's not going anywhere. No reason to be taking anything right now. First 15 minutes are almost in. We got 2 more minutes. Just being patient, boys. I'm going to find a spot to make some money. Going to make some money on this Monday. I feel it. Just got to wait. Compressing back to the VWAP now. This will be an interesting spot to see if the buyers can get above. What's up, Pat Spitzy? Welcome in, King. Missed you, bro. How are you? Congrats on the big payout. Means a lot, bro. Congrats on your payout, too. Congrats on your payout, too, brother. Getting paid. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, Spitzy. 25K payout. Yes, sir. Juan. It was 20. It was 23, and they took 2 for the 10%. I'm cooked. Lost my XFA Friday. Damn, G. RIP, but hey, you took that payout, man. Congrats, for real. That's cool, y'all. Have been together forever. I'm coming off a divorce, so going slow. Off a divorce, Patty. That's what makes us better. We learn from our shit. Good morning, Juan and Spitzy. Did you make a payout video, Tyler? I didn't make a payout video. I kind of felt like there wasn't enough value I could provide as much as I could just keep showing y'all this. Oh, we're starting to compress off that VWAP again here. Kind of want to take a stab at this, boys. Our first 15 minutes are in. Kind of want to take a short off this push. I did not make a payout video. I just felt like it was kind of just, I don't know. Wasn't as much value that I like to provide. Congrats, Tyler. So proud of you, bro. Was thinking about it all weekend. Damn, Pat. W, man. Means the most, dude. I've been pretty stoked with it. Nothing wrong with that, Pat. Hope you're taking it well. Absolutely, bro. Been about a year now. A year since the divorce is no joke, dude. She don't know what she's missing, though. Hopefully your life has just gotten better since you've been able to focus more on you and just the things that you need. Love is tough though. We're kind of not meant for that as creatures. Price is just slow right now, boys. You can see it. We're still stuck inside the 15-minute range. Not a lot is going on. It's our first 15-minute range here. Market's trying to push outside of it now on the bottom end. If it continues to hold these 450s on a retest, I'll be looking long. If we break through, I'll be looking for the shorts.
This is your brain.
Need a little bit of something else from that. Let's try this one.
If you only get paid after passing the hardest test of your life, how does the firm stay pro?
Copy trade in the stock market is going to be sitting nice soon, and especially in the future. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Holding these 450s on the next test. Let's see the reaction. We're at the bottom of the 15-minute range now. If the buyers can't get above the 50% here, we'll be looking down, but currently liking the way that they move there. This is going to be the push, boys. It's one of the biggest sell volume candles of the day. Makes me think we might be getting a return here after them holding it. We'll see. We'll see. If we continue to hold below, if we could push below the 15-minute range, I will be interested in trying it. One of our biggest sell volume candles of the day. For us to not find the continuations interesting there. Yo, what is up, Elijah? Welcome back, King. It's been a little while. Happy to see you around. Again, we're still holding these 450s right now. If we push outside of that, we'll kind of get in the direction of where we might be pushing. You taking buys on the double bottom? Ooh, he wants it too. Down here, I'm not at the moment, sir. Is that what you're peeking? Not a bad spot. I like it too. This candle made me consider it. This one candle made me consider it. It is looking sell side. Hello, man. The holidays are over. Let's go fleece the market. Yes, sir, Sylvain. We missed you, bro. Holy shit. Sylvain Danes, welcome in, King. It's been a while. Happy the holidays are over. Time to rinse this market. Yes, sir. Dave, did you get a payout? Yes, sir, we did. We locked in the payout. We got 4,600 out of each account. Super grateful for the position to be in. And now we're going to see. If we can't get above this EMA here, I am interested in taking a stab short. If we can't get above this EMA here, I'm more interested. Sylvain, no way. We have been looking for you, bro. Yes, sir. Saucy nose. We'll see what happens here, boys. Either this candle with the high sell volume that was rejected is going to be the bottom. We're going to push up to the VWAP here, or we're just going to get a retest off this 50% and get a push lower. Let's be patient and find out here. Kind of actually anticipating I'm maybe looking down. I'm not expecting sells to hold. No, sir. I think longs have the chance to be in as well, especially off of Friday, and we're just slowly bleeding. But we might just keep bleeding here too, Elijah. That's one thing. One thing I'm thinking about, I think most people are going to also be anticipating longs, so we might just continue to get bleeding out just a little bit more. Tap into like maybe these 360s or 70s or something. Here we go, though, pushing up, holding this sell bottom. Above VWAP, we'll be looking bullish. Above VWAP, we'll be looking to join. Back to opening print candle price now. Let's see, boys. Above VWAP, we will be happy to take a stab at it. think we're going to try our first one here. See if we can ride this thing to the VWAP. It's kind of what I'm anticipating a little bit. We're still stuck inside the 50-minute range at the 50%. It's not a whole lot we should be going for here. Small risk, tight risk. We're going to go for it. First trade of the day.
Order filled.
First trade of the day, we're looking to long this 50%. See if we can find some higher prices. Seeing if we can push towards VWAP here. I'm anticipating higher pushes today. If we're wrong, we'll be wrong, and we'll rotate, right? That's it. See if we can hold this 50%. The buyers are interested. Just gauging to see if the buyers are interested here or not. Our stop loss could be another entry, but we're going to be trying this 50. See if we can get a hold here and a push. Push here should bring us to VWAP. Otherwise, we're going to just get cooked and lose $300. Oh, well, here we go. Looks like we might be losing $300. Is the NASDAQ going to save us or no? Well, down for the day. 10K on that double bottom buy. Well, down for the day. 10K on that double bottom buy. I'm not Oh, done for the day. Done for the day. Good trade. Great trade, Elijah. That's what we like to see, bro. Starting to get a little bit of support. Buyers are looking like they sort of are interested in holding this. See if we can get a hold at this 50%. Got to get it back above our price. VWAP is obviously the next line. Yeah, done. Hell yeah. What's good, Naveen? Welcome in, King. Hope you had a good weekend, bro. Happy you're back. Happy you're back and at it. Here we go. We're starting to see this 50% give us an idea of a hold. Let's see the VWAP come in. If we can get the VWAP to hold, that'll be nice. Above this price, we'll even consider adding. If we get a push and a hold above these 496s, I'm going to add a second contract. If we can get a push and a hold. Hey, yo. What's good, IRZRS? Welcome in, King. Welcome in, boys. Tyler, how long did it take for you to get your first payout, and how much was it? My first payout took me like... Ooh, look at the rejection there, boy. That's not what we want to see. I think we're going to get pushed down to the sell side now. That rejection there was the one thing we were not looking for. My first payout, Pat, how long did it take? I think it took me like 5 or... I think it was like 5 months, 3... I don't remember now, man. It's weird. I think it was like 5 months, and I know it was only $7 grand. It was $7,000. I just don't remember how long. I think it was like 5 months. I was still a little bit red after that first payout. Like I was still all time down, and then a couple more, or after that, I ended up getting profitable. Wow, we rejected that 210 price, or the 4597 price opening print candle that we were hoping to see. Now we're compressing below EMA and the 50%. We might be cooked here, boys. Didn't really get the reaction we want to see by the buyers there. Let's see them hopefully try again. Let's see them hopefully try again. We're hanging out at a decent spot. I want to see some buying. Come on, buyers. This feels like a choppy day, boys, so can't really be expecting too much of pushes, I don't think. That was a big rejection candle that we just got at the 494s there. If the buyers can't hold and push it again, we probably are going to be cooked on this trade. Let's see something, Nazi. Consolidation for sure, Juan. Just wanting to see a little bit of support at this 50%. Get closer towards that VWAP. We don't want to see another rejection of the VWAP. Did you trade Friday? Yes, I did, Elijah. It was just a small little winner. It was enough for our 5th winning day. Locked in our payout. Taking the stairs today, boys. We're taking the stairs today. I think long is the call. IRZS agrees. I'm also looking long right now. Powell went crazy. Yeah, dude, I missed that move on that giant candle. And I was hovering above my buy button too, debating on getting in there. So it was tough to watch. Spitz, did you take your payout? Yes, he did. Nothing our boy Ty can't handle. Come on, Saucy. Spitzy locked in a payout like the man himself. Super proud of him. Let's see us get above these 495s. If we do, we'll add a second contract. If we can get up above there with a close. Don't want to see another rejection of this price. It's been a big spot. Want to see the buyers really try to push that VWAP envelope. Above these 500s, we're going to add a contract. Above that 495. No more rejections, ideally. Another rejection candle. Let's get up there. It's a little bit scary to be adding above this price. I want to see some closure. I want to see some strength. Sellers are reacting to this price, so if we can get above it, I think we're going to get a nice squeeze to the top of the range. From there, we have some options, obviously, above that as well. So if we can get above these 495s, I think we're going to get a little pop. Here we go. Trying now by the buyers. Let's see it hold. Let's see it hold above these 495s. We're going to add a second contract. You can see the sellers hitting it, though. Get a closure above that 95 price. Come on. Look at the wicks acting there at that price. Not really what you want to see. Want to see buyers load in here. Get this to the VWAP. There's a nice push. Closure here will add. Still 20 seconds to go on this candle. Get up above that VWAP, girl. Show me something strong. Show me some strong. Here we go. Getting a little push now into the 504 price. That is the VWAP touch officially. See if we can get a hold. Ideally a push. All right, we got what we were looking for. Time to really consider adding into this. We're adding a second contract. We're in 2 now. Let's see this thing move. Got to get above VWAP. It's going to be the obstacle. Above VWAP is our obstacle here. If we get above there, we should be decent for some more pops. Got to get up and around there, though. Let's see it. Just trying. Top of the range is a decent move to the 17s. Here we go. Getting it to move a little bit on us. Want to see the VWAP hold. Obviously no wicks. Good morning to all 24 viewers. Hit the sub button to our boy to get to 600. W Saucy. If y'all are here and haven't subbed yet, it would mean a lot. We're getting close to that 600. Y'all are the best. Let's see this VWAP hold. Top of the range. I'm not really too worried about it until we sweep the top of this 15-minute at the 18s. We'd like to see another extension. We're not out of the woods yet. This trade is very much still come get a tap into our price. So ideally, we don't see VWAP reject. We want to see some extension here. Just to the top of this range. If we get a push to the 518s, I might just close. Seeing how we get a reaction there. I mean, I would like to see a little higher into that price, but we'll see. Here's the 15s. EMA is curling above our price, so that's in our favor. Approaching top of the range. Yeah, we're getting there, Patty. That was a really close push there. Almost tapped it. Touching the top of the range again here. We'll see some pops coming through here. I don't want to see any wick reactions. See some pops. Kind of want to lock it in. Might just be patient though. I feel like we're going to get a retracement, so I'm not loving it, but we're going to be patient today. Could see 30 viewers for the first time. That would be fucking crazy. That'd be the first. Any plans on adding? I might add another one if we push through the top of the range sauce and push to hold. Right now, we're just going to chill, though. Take your money and run. Just tuned in. Great long. Thank you, Wool. Means the most, brother. Take your money and run. Can't do it yet, Elijah. We might easily get a return towards this VWAP/EMA price, but for now, we're going to be patient. I'm liking the way that we're pushing. Let's see it one more sweep of the top of the range. We already pushed into there. I want to see if we can get some continuation now. Into the 17s. Let's see the 20s try. Here's the 19s. Here we go into the 24s. Pushing, reaching now into the 30s. Here we go, boys. Break even's now going to be on. We're gonna hodl. We're gonna hodl. Add, buddy. See, add instead of get. I like that, Sauce. We're gonna find another spot to add. Yes, sir. What about the liquidity from Friday's candle? Friday's candle. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna auction into it. I think that the or we could. I mean, obviously we always could. Oh, here we go. Big buy volume, strong reaction at that 30s price. Would have liked to see that continue to hold, but I think we're okay. When do you think it will short? Well, man, I think potentially we have a lot of options we could continue to auction into here. There's a big reaction at this price, though. Finding some sell side there. Pushing back into the VWAP, into the 15-minute range. Not ideal for what we were looking for there. This is going to be the next attempt. Strong sell volume candle here. Very big sell volume candle. Just keeping this in mind. Just trying to watch this right now, boys. That was a big reaction. As long as the buyers look like they eat it up, we're just going to move on. But yeah, man, I think maybe shorts after we sweep into some prices. I mean, right now, the market looks like it wants to go test higher. I would wait until we get back below the VWAP at least to be looking for shorts. I called it nice, man. Yes, sir, IRZ. Yes, you did. The stream is popping. Thanks to all for joining in. 31 viewers is wild. Y'all are crazy for being here. It means the most. Hit like if you haven't. Subscribe if you're not. Y'all are crazy. What are the settings on your VWAP? I think I got a traditional VWAP. I think it's just the normal. I don't think I changed anything. HLC3 is the normal. And then, yeah. So that's just what we're looking at. Price. I mean, EMA is curling above our price. That's, to me, looking like some support. We could even consider adding into here soon. Let's just be patient. Anybody notice the new stream overlay? You know, anyone notice that? Did you take a payout? Haha. Yes, sir, we did. We took a $23,000 payout. Topstep took $2,300 for their 10%. So we locked in a 21. Here we go, pushing back towards these 30s right now. Would love to see this just keep stretching. Congrats, brother. Thank you, thank you, Caesar. It means a lot, man. It really does. But anyone notice the new stream overlay? Come on, you like the yellow? 524s. We'll see us push back through these 30s. That was a big rejection the last time we got here. I'm long with you. Yes, sir. Big Easy. Let's see it keep pushing. Let's see us keep pushing here. We're riding the EMA. Looks like we have some support. Got to get through this previous wick that we rejected the 40s pretty heavy. Want to see the buyers just keep stepping into there. Dang right you are, Big Easy. Come on. Testing the top of the 15-minute range now. Still finding some continuation potentially. Next obstacle is going to be this obvious wick that we just traded from. Let's see it go test it. Into the 30s again. Want to see some continuation this time. Let's see this pop get ripped. 32s. See the 40s try. Got to get past this wick. If we continue to stay in the wick, I'm not going to love it. Want to see some stops fly through there. Here we go. Testing it. Into the 36s. Got to get through that wick. From there, we should be safe to see some continuation. There's the 38s trading. 40s. Let's see it. Let's see it, NASDAQ. What do you got for us, girly? Might just lock in our 2,000 here, boys. It's a good trade. No reason not to, I don't think. We're reaching. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I might just take it off here at the 40s. I like the strength by the push right now, but lock it in. Great long. Could retrace. Probably not. Properly, probably not. Back into this 30s. I might just take it off at the 40s, boys. 33 now. 35. 38. Yeah, I'm going to get it out there. 1,800 on that trade. We'll add another one. Trail stop into profit and let it run. Pat, that was a good set a good start to Monday. That's what we just did right there. Just locked in a good start to the Monday. I think this thing has some more legs, but that's how to take it. How to take it. This thing looks like it's got some more legs on it, but we're happy. Appreciate you, boys. Come on. Paul, email, Galat. We do not have a Discord, brother. Just here every morning. Just hop in. Subscribe if you're not. SHH Great Long. Appreciate it, man. Working on my tan. Yes, sir, Sylvain. We started the week on a W, boys. That's all we needed. Let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Find another spot where we can get some continuation. I liked our long, and let's just see what we can get. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna watch this thing run up to like the 560s and just probably cry. Just probably cry to myself. I did 5 minis, up 500, locked out. Now here for the inspiration. Big Easy, great trade, bro. Way to lock it in, way to be disciplined. 4 more wins and next payout, W. Yes, sir, IRZRS. We hopefully keep hitting it. Hoping this week is another big week for us. Another max payout this week would be crazy. Another 22,000 this week would be nuts. 3,500 away. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Starting to get some compression at these 40s. The way that we're acting, might see some continuation here. In towards these 50s or well. I like the suppressed selling volume at the top of a range. Brett, impeccable. Ready to ride the trading wave. Yes, sir, Sylvain. Jeez, missed you, pal. How did you learn to trade, Caesar asks. Just time, mostly, brother, man. I had a good buddy that he's been trading for a while, and he provided grace and information whenever I needed it. And then just lots of fucking struggling. Lots of putting your head against the wall, losing, getting okay with it, figuring out what you did wrong. Looking at this hourly invert, I'm a little bit more upset with myself for getting out of that trade, only because we got validation from this push. We could have at least traded to probably these 70s potentially is what it's looking like before we could have been afraid, but can never be upset about starting the week off on a god dang W. I love that way you think, Sylvain. You're a classy guy. A classy guy. He's impeccable. Come on, boys. 57 views, if you know, you know. No, but dude, for real, you guys have been crazy. The stream's been popping off lately. Last week, we went nuts. We had like 3 videos in a row that were like almost 300 views. Y'all are just, the support's been crazy, so I just really fucking appreciate you guys for that. Looks like we did get a little bit gun shy. We're here at the 50s. Let's see what happens. Like I said, maybe the push of these 70s is the spot where we could get a little bit worrisome. The way that we're just reaching and stretching. It's hard to hold the winners, right? It's hard to hold the winners. What strat you use? I mostly trade supply and demand, and then I'll trade some momentum off retrace. So this was our first 15-minute range. Today's trade, 15-minute range. Sold up into the VWAP, pushed off. Tried another push by the buyers to get to the VWAP. Sellers rejected into the 15. This candle here has told me to go long. One of the biggest biggest sell volume candle of the day. I don't count these first two because obviously biggest sell volume in the candle of the day after they tried to push through the bottom of the range. Buyers retraced and held. This to me was like, okay, I can consider longs now. Once they pushed back up above the 50%, I took a long here holding the 50%, and then we were able to make the move. So it depends on a couple things, man. Mostly intuition, supply and demand, trend trading, momentum, and then some intuition. Was that trade enough for you to consider ripping 5 contracts? Pretty much gained yourself a free shot at that now. So the way you're thinking, Saucy, is the way we make money. You're not wrong, King. I was thinking about it. I could see sells here. Yeah, if we push through these 40s again, I think so too, potentially for a little retracement. Our trade's automatically copied to all accounts. Yes, sir, SH. So we took that one trade and it just copies. That's what the leader ×4 is. We have the copy trader activated. Makes it nice. You can just put one trade in and get filled for 5. So longs look strong. Pushing into the EMA. That's previous wick and finding some support. Longs look strong here. Back to your VWAP. Very potential. Maybe the top of the range. Like we talked about on Friday. Thanks, Brett. Thanks, Brett. You and Tyler are nice guys, too. That's just, hey, class recognizes class, Sylvain, you know? How long do you pass 5 150K accounts? How long? I think I passed these ones in like 3 or 4 days. I don't exactly remember. Don't exactly remember. It's like 3 or 4 days. Usually try to do it as fast as possible, though, Paul. Take stabs at it. Try to find spots where you have your leverage and go for it. Have you taken a nice vacay from your hard work, bro? No, not yet. Not yet, Caesar. Kind of a workaholic, so currently just I'm working. I like this. Trading is my side thing at the moment. I'm hoping for it to be the main thing, but it's a side thing right now. And I work a lot, so I haven't celebrated yet, bro. But I was with my family yesterday. Got to give them pay for dinner, and that felt nice. So those are to me. That to me is pretty much everything. You just made 10K too. Yes, sir, Elijah. Good trade, Tyler. Sylvain, appreciate you. Reaction off of the 555s. Yes, we did. We turned there back to the EMA, finding a little bit of support. First selling we've seen at the top of the VWAP. We'll see. Little pullback to the top of the 15-minute range. 15 contracts to the moon. Get it? So we only need 3,500, Saucy. So we wouldn't even need that. That would be like 10 points. That'd be like 11 points with the 15 contracts if we got to the VWAP. 15-minute top of the range pullback. So you're talking like maybe at this price. I'd go a little lower. I think I'd hit like a VWAP, more like a 510 full. This looks like we're gonna keep reaching today, though, boys. It really does. It's 10:13. Market's been open for about 43 minutes now. We're finding a little bit of support at the push of this price, getting back of a VWAP. I think if we get a retest of the VWAP as it lines up with this previous bottom here and this bottom here, this will be a really attractive long. So you guys see this price that the first time we rejected, boom, held it, pushed up through, tested it again, pushed off of. If we get a retest of that after this continuation to the VWAP, this will be a next trade that we take here. This will be the trade that we take here. I'll even put one in right now. Look, limit by 5. Limit by 5. That's crazy. We'll try it. If we get a pull down into this price. A little deeper into the 15-minute range. It's a VWAP tap. We'll see if we can get a fill here. We might not. Uh-oh. Sellers are dipping their toes in the water. You like that, Pat? In a perfect world. I see the sauce looks like we're rolling over. We do look like we're rolling a bit. I still expect to find a little bit of support if we do. 5 is crazy work, though. Especially because I only have 1,000, so I'd have to risk 10 points on this. We'll see. Got to keep consistent, though. Let me just be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more here. Let me buy the 2, and we'll add in if we get some support. I've been really liking the way we've been trading by finding my add-ins. I think the adding into the position has been what I've really been proud of lately. 55s, big push off the EMA there, back into that price where we rejected from. Here we'll be patient and keep observing. I do think that's been like one of the biggest differences, guys, is like my ads when I'll take one contract so it limits my risk on the outside edge, and then when I start getting support, the add-ins have been just really decent. Something I'm going to continue to try to get better at and keep watching, see if we can get that to rotate for us more. Bump, 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 bump. Do that, brother. Don't buy into my shenanigans. You almost got me, Sauce. You really did. But no, we're gonna take it slow. Just trade like we've been trading. Like I said, I've been really consistent with small leverage on the outside edge. As you get some support, add in, and then you can make money. How many points do you typically go for? That's a great question, Elijah. Never like I need 32 points. Never like an exact target like that. I like to look for ranges. So we got in at this price at the 50%, looking to see this bottom hold. From there, I was happy to rotate outside of this edge, which is what we got. Again, it looks like we were going to push closer towards this edge, so we could have held. So, but I look more for levels. So supply and demand a lot for my exits specifically. Like I'm not like, oh, I want to get out of this price or this points. I just want to get out at levels that it makes sense. It made sense to get out just 40 level after rejecting. We could have seen a little bit of retracement. Yes, we did keep pushing, so that's that. Into the 60s now. Into the 60s now, my boys. Big possibility to get to these 66s and find a reaction. Again, anything above these 509s would be pretty good. VWAP's now above that price, so that's interesting. Makes our feel a little less likely down here. We'll see, though. We will see. The lo-fi that we've had today has been weak, boys. God. Just trying to get some good vibs in here, you know what I mean? Can y'all even hear the lo-fi? Let's try this one.
The smartest move I've made, automating work off my plate.
No, I did not want that. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, sounds great. Hell yeah, Pat. Glad. That's it. You want to keep our mind right. That's why I like to listen to it while I'm trading. I scalped so I couldn't point. I scalped so I count points. I have an idea of when it will retrace that way. I like that. What are you normally looking for then, Elijah? You are the snipe master. How many points you usually seeking? Like a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 type of a thing? Into the 550s. Still getting a little reaction off that EMA. Starting to look like we might give up the EMA. Let's see the move here. Bump, 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 bump. Come on. Decent day already. Start the week strong on a Monday. Tomorrow we have, what is the news tomorrow? Forget. Another orange folder event though. Oh, wait, was that? Did we have home sales already? Did I already miss that? The little orange folder event? I did. Home sales. We missed it by a little bit. Okay. Tomorrow, what is it? Not what I meant to do. Thank you very much. Consumer confidence. That's what tomorrow is. Tomorrow's consumer confidence. Okay. So tomorrow we have a decent day. I think Wednesday is a big day. I know it's just crude, nothing crazy. Thursday is a massive day though, boys. Massive day Thursday. Very big day in terms of news. So we'll have some opportunity there. 20 to 40 points depends on where. We have rainy day vibes here in Maine. Yes, we do. It's been nice and cloudy out, so I'm just chilling with it. I actually have a rainy day lo-fi on. 20 to 40 points depends on where I am structure-wise for more points. I like that. Getting a rotation now, boys. Selling off of those 450 or the 550s. Coming into these 440s. Be interesting to see how we react at the top of this 15-minute range. Kind of anticipating a little deeper of a pull into like these 508s, but we'll see. We rolling over or buy still lock in? Buy still lock in. I don't think that this is a, let's look at the hourly real quick. I don't think that this push, well, it does technically count as like a potential retest. I think the 80s is a cleaner retest, but Nothing in the market is dead ass, so 74 is decent for a 55. 20 points, it's a little too much for me to consider that close, so I still think we have some buy side up. 3 to 5 contracts per trade. Yeah, you're ballsy for that. You're ballsy for that, Elijah. You're a sniper. Starting to roll, it looks like, a little bit here. I just realized that I have to change something because I only have a $300 stop loss. So it's either be really quick with my adjustment or let's see here. Might be getting a tap in, boys. Big sell volume coming in. We need to do one because of our 300. Trading average is above 70%. Trading average is above 70%. Yeah, that's fantastic. Saucy, man. You said top of the 15-minute range. By the way, look at this little tick here. I'm off by a tick, right? We just missed it. Your idea missed by 19. 3/4 of a point to full leverage that top there like you wanted, Sauce. Big candle there by the buyers. An immediate reaction from the sellers. Wow, look at that reaction by the buyers. Yeah, they responded really well to the top of the range. It was met, though, by some selling still at the top of this price, so we'll see. Expecting a little bit of rotation down still. Maybe this is as low as it gets. That was a nice reaction. It really, truly was a nice push there off of the sell volume. Means that what? Buyers are still interested. That's all we need to see. As long as they're still interested, we are too. You know what I mean? EMA is going to be the big spot here. Kind of anticipating this to just continue carrying upward at this point. Slight anticipation to this just to carry upward still. If we reject the EMA, I think a VWAP is a lock. I think we're going to push though. Just retouched my trend line and EMA on that dip. EMA and your trend line. You get a buy on that for a little scalpy scalp, sir? Mr. Scalperton. Scalperoni and cheese. You know what I mean? Back to the EMA. Buyers try to reclaim the 40s again. Excuse me. May not be trying to front run this anymore. So we were trying to front run the tap of this VWAP, but because of the support, we may not be front running anymore. Look at the reaction. Pushing off of these 520s. Big sell volume came in. Buyers immediately reclaimed. Back to hold the EMA at the 40s. Yep, quick 20 points. Sexy. Sexy little scalp. We like a sexy little scalp. Nothing crazy. You know, just in and out type of thing. Just a little poke, poke. It's like, hey, let me know. Let me see. 540s. Buyers are still looking like they want to press this thing. Volume looks decent. Excuse me. VWAP is curling now. Getting really close to the top of the 15-minute range itself. $10.24 market's been open for almost an hour now. Still have some buy side up top on auction. Potentially these 68s. Obviously. Actually, holy shit. Let me just draw this real quick, boys. Okay, it's not as steep as I thought. pretty big overall trend line. That's what that tapped into, actually. That's cool to see. Big trend line that we just tapped into after the test of a breakout, and finding some support like that's not a bad thing. Finding some support like that is not a bad thing at all, you know? You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, mate? Let's continue to adjust this real quick to see if we can. Something like this, that's the tough part. Reaching. Buyer's still holding the EMA and reaching at the 540 still. Pretty chill price action on a Monday. Can't really complain. Can't really complain. Decent price action on a Monday. Volume slowing up a little bit as we're getting closer towards that 11's Europe close. Might get a return if price can't continue to press through this top. Might get pushed back towards the range. Maybe the VWAP. VWAP is, like I said, still growing pretty aggressively. It's now at the 11s. Opening print range of the 18s. So be interesting to see how we get if we hold that. Boom. Buyers are interested. The buyers, they're interested, and so are we. This keeps bringing VWAP higher. Good things to see if we want to see some continuation. Excuse me. Mamma mia. Strong push here off the 30s into the 50s, trying to top of the range. If you had to start from scratch to where you are now, what would you recommend? I would recommend finding somebody, a few people that you trust that are just consistent. Get an idea of how they trade, and I don't mean like, oh, trade the way they trade. Just watch the way that someone that has experience thinks about the market. Watch the way that they handle their trades, the way that they auction their, like, you know what I mean, move their stop loss and stuff. I'd watch somebody that knows what they're doing. Spend a lot of time just observing, like, the proper way to be managing myself, essentially, and then just provide grace for yourself and show up every day. I think at the end of the day, it's just like everything. Like, you can't get better at shooting pool, for example, without just multiple strokes. Just stroke, get better. You can't get better at trading without just lots of trades. So I would just start my trading reps, get more reps under my belt immediately. I'd study somebody that has knowledge just so I can see a decent way of thinking, like maybe they, like how they handle their contract sizes, all stuff like that. And then once that's all locked in, bro, it's just show up, be consistent, be patient, don't expect results overnight. And I think if you just keep doing those things, bro, within a amount of time, a year, 2 years, 6 months, you could change your life. So just time, find somebody that knows what they're doing, easy, consistent pattern or consistent strategy, and then just make it work for yourself. Show up, try, be okay with losing. Biggest thing that we do as traders is lose all the fucking time. So the better you can, or the quicker you can become at stomaching that, the better your chances you have of finding success early. Just get used to sucking. You know what I mean? Just get used to losing. Just deal with that feeling. Like, whatever. I'm going to make all my money back. Whatever. And then eventually you'll just start showing up with a little bit less care and start executing. Eventually you'll just be like, oh, I've seen this before. Like this market, I saw the way that we rejected this EMA or this 50%, held this bottom. I've seen the way that we supported this big sell volume candle and then found some continuation. And then we were able to find some continuation. This looks like an overall bull flag that we're forming here. So I'm going to be looking for a pullbacks. This 18 range might be as low as we get, which was nearly the top of the 15-minute range. But I'm looking for this to continue up to the north side, I think, here. I hope that helped, though, Caesar. I hope that helped. I know it's not the prettiest. Like, you want just to be told, like, oh, study this, study that. But time in the market is going to be the biggest thing. Time spent trading. Time spent watching candles. Thank you, my brother. Of course, man. Volume's getting a little bit stiller on us, boys. It is a Monday, start to the week. People are just gauging. We had a strong Friday. Sold into that range, found some support. This candle is also like nearly 50% of that move, so that's at least a healthy thing to see. We retraced. Sells. Elijah, I don't think so. I'm feeling bearish personally. Both of you flipped over. You and Brett both wanted that. I don't think so. Elijah and Saucy thinks we might be pushing down here. I'm still liking longs. I'm still a little bit attracted to the upside. You feel me? We'll see what the reaction is. If we go test the top of this range right now, I probably won't. I want to see us to test the bottom one more time before testing this range. I have no logical reason, though, except for intuition, my boy. If someone, like, did your phone vibrate? You know what I mean? Like, you have, if someone texted you or something like, hey, we're considering, like, you have the number, so they might have given you an inclination. We've tested 550 multiple times. 550 multiple times. Here's the next test of it. If we continue to reject, we could push lower. The buyers can't get above this flat price. Let's see, gang. Do the buyers want out of these 550s? Did we hit all-time high in live watching? LOL. I think I think we saw 31. I think 31 concurrent viewers. This is already a record. We have 29 of y'all hanging out right now. It means the most. So we're already doing crazy. If y'all haven't hit the like button yet, we could smash our like record as well. Would also be crazy. 552s, they're trying to get through this flat top here. Will we get a push? I think if they are, we're going to see a quick pop towards that top of the range. Otherwise, we might be held sideways under this trend line like we're seeing right now. Let's see. We get through that trend line, we might get a little pop skis. We continue to hold within this trend line. I expect VWAP to be in play. If this, then that, I'm expecting a 40-point drop from the 50s, so into the 10s, so into the VWAP. So Elijah thinks we hold the trend line and push back to the VWAP. I like that. I think it's a possibility. I also think we could push above these 50s and keep popping stops. Possibility. As it's 10:30, getting a little later in the day, chances are dropping. But are you still considering buying in the same spot? It's a little below VWAP now, so it might update Saucy on me. I think the sexier buy now would just continue to be riding VWAP. I don't love that we're buying higher and higher into this range, but if the price wants to keep crawling, we gotta listen, right? Do you only trade Topstep? Only trade Topstep? Currently, yes, Naveen. I am just a Topstep trader. Looking to try some other prop firms as it makes sense to. But right now, just simplifying everything, getting consistent with something that works. And so I haven't reached out, or I haven't brought in that umbrella yet, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future we get another max payout this week. You know, another 22,000 out of Topstep's pocket and put it in our pocket. We might be trying. So rejection off the trend line, like Elijah was hoping. Maybe we could push in towards the VWAP now if we can't hold there. And we'll see. Do you want to go live or stay with XFAs? It's a great question, RZRS. I think ideally, Apex 150k's. You're crazy, man, Pat. Ideally, though, I would go live for sure, but not until we max Topstep out. So I'm going to try for 5 payouts at max. So 5,000, 5 payouts out of 5 accounts at the 5K. And then with the last payout, before we go, like I wouldn't do 10 again. With my very last time, I'm going to try to bring them up to 35. That way when I take the last 5 out, I'll have 30 in each account, and then I'll be moved live with 150K. It's kind of the goal. Here we go, pushing through the trend line into the 55s now. Are the buyers hungry? Still finding some higher prices. Nice, because I can't, it's not allowed in my country. You can't go live? No way. That's crazy. Oh, you mean Apex. You can't do Apex. Yeah. I want to try Apex. Apex is, I think I could potentially do well with Apex just because of the way that their rules are. Make a Discord server. You think so, Naveen, eh? A lot of people have been asking for that. How about this? Someone help me. What's the value of doing a Discord server comparatively to what we're doing right now, where we're all live, we're all helping each other, we're all here, hanging out? Like, what's the difference? Because, I mean, the delay's pretty dropped, so. I'm up 500 on my accounts, but I'm scared money right now. Mentally, how do you get through that kind of fog? Well, first of all, brother, W you for being up 500. So then it's like, oh, here we go, pushing into the 560s, boys. Top of the range. We're seeing the reach. Taking off our buy order now. We probably won't get a fill on that for a little while. Taking off this trend line. This trend line did hold, like we mentioned, by the way. But great question out of Matt there, and I want to answer it. How do you get out of the fog of having just, mentally, if you're scared money? First of all, like I said, you're already up, brother man. So try to drop the stress of, like, you're already on a win. You're starting the day great, starting the week great. From there, it's like if you're seeking more money because you want to get into more trades, like if you're scared money right now, it's because you're tied to the dollar value of either your 500 or your account value. Right now, I would just consider just finding where it makes sense to get into a trade. Like if you're scared money, there's not a lot of good prices. Maybe a short, maybe a short up around here, but like to keep your account, to take good trades, you want to have a strong risk to reward in terms of like, how many times can this play out? So right now, I haven't seen anything super sexy since this. If this dip would have gotten more towards a VWAP, that would have been sexy. But I haven't seen anything really worth taking any trades. So that's not scared money. It's just you're being a smart trader. So I wouldn't call it scared. So my point is the expectation of making $10,000 or $1,000 or wherever you're at is the reason that you're afraid of that $500. But just recognize that you already did good today. The market isn't offering anything super attractive, so you're not really scared. You're just being safe, and that's a good spot to be. And then from there, just keep, deep breaths, focus, and you'll either get your head back, and then you can take a trade. You'll find a spot that makes sense, or you don't, and you clock in a winning day, and that's still a win too. You have to make an official school lesson for it. Graduation. That's crazy, RZRS. You can't even trade that. This again is just my thought and not a recommendation, but 5 contracts on a short to 520 looks so sexy. 5 contracts short. Where was that, Sauce? We already pushed north. You talking maybe these 69s? 69s we could push. Detach and don't care. Show up accepting you can lose. Pat gets it. Pat knows. It's a GC. It's a gold so we can chat even though when you are not live. It's a group chat so we can chat even when you are not live. I get you, Naveen. So like y'all could ask questions. That makes sense. Would have gotten in around the 60s. Would have gotten in around 60, Sauce says. Okay. I don't know. Broker graduation. After this, I'm allowed to trade live, but right now only with XFAs because there are demos. Got you. Well, after that, you're allowed to go live, brother. That'll be awesome. You'll be right there. Appreciate it, brother. No worries, Matt. Hope that helps, man. Just recognizing that, there's not every level needs to be traded. If it makes sense and it makes sense to take a trade, put a trade on. But if you're scared because the market isn't being clear, then that's okay too. Unclarity isn't no reason to take a trade there. We want it to just be clear and make sense. Like Sauce trying to take a short at these 60s. Crazy. What do you do apart from trading? I am a fitness freak. I just love health. I love being healthy, so I work out a lot. And then I'm also, I work. So I spend a lot of my time working. Between those things, I trade, I trim, which is my job, and then I train for my health. I'm a trim trading trainer. Make a Discord. Share plan insight and a better delay if you go live. Okay, so there's another thing. Better delay, probably by a couple of seconds. And then share my plan and my insight. I mean, I try to do that now. Like, I try to provide my value early in the morning. Like, hey, I think we're going to push up here. I think this is what I'm looking for. I've been trying to figure out ways to help you guys see the plan a little bit better, but I don't know. I've been liking what we're doing here on YouTube right now. So back to the 30s would be nice. Right here, if I would have shorted the 60s, buddy, I would have lost $500 in drawdown, or I would have been 500 in drawdown, and then it would be really, really close to our 10K account balance if we would have taken that. Back to the 30s would be nice. Bro is a unit. WW with fitness. What do you mean by trim, LOL? I trim. It's my job. Cannabis, marijuana, Mary Jane, devil's lettuce, whatever you call it. But yeah, we just clean it up. Processing is the technical term of it. Processing, and then yeah, we package it, sell it to dispensaries, and that's my gig. And then trading, and then training, and round and around and around we go, boys. Pushing off of the 60s, getting back in towards these 50s. I think if we continue to suppress below the 55s, I think we could easily see a rotation. It's hard for me to want to short now after the progress, but I might. Do you smoke? Every day, King. Every single day, my boy. If they tell you can't be stoned and successful, they are lying to you. They are absolutely lying to you. All right, back to the 550s. This is going to be a big price if they can't push above. Kind of expecting some continuation. If you listen to lo-fi, you definitely smoke, LOL. Caesar gets it. Just chill, bro. Just relax. Nothing to stress about. Good trees. Yes, sir. Elijah gets it too. Whatever keeps your mental right. This thing about cannabis is it affects every single person differently. So if it doesn't affect, like I don't smoke before I trade, and that's pretty much it. I just give myself the best chance to perform here. It doesn't affect my mentality the way it affects some people. It's a very unique drug in terms of, or substance, because it affects everybody so unique on an individual level. But I like to just, stress off, just relax. Don't take this shit so serious. Here we go. Pushing to the 550s, like I said, if they aren't going to be able to hold that, I expected a return now into the 40s. We'll see the move here. Potentially the VWAP is a fire. You getting better. Boop and Screech. Welcome in, King. Welcome in. Means a lot, man. Drinking makes me aggressive. I prefer cannabis. I hate alcohol. I do not drink alcohol. Poison. Gross. Changes people's mentality, their personality. It's just poison. Blech. May I add that cannabis is legal here in our state? Oh yeah, true. I'm not just straight running from the cops. I'm in Maine. I'm up in the old Maine where we're legal smokers. So yeah, I participate. You back tested, right? No sir, Boop and Screech. I don't back test technically, other than I use previous levels, and then I just like to show up, and you'll just see these levels play out a little bit more. Good morning, Sala. He remembers. Yes, sir. But yeah, Sala, I mostly just like to show up and get reps under my belt. I think that's the way we really get better. Sam, I think playing live is better. Yes, sir. I agree. Yeah, get them likes up. Yes, sir, GPT. Smash that like button if y'all haven't, boys. Over 20 likes this episode would be actually crazy. We've only done it once. We had 20. Our one stream that did crazy, y'all went nuts on. Had 22 likes. Anywhere close to that today. Anything, y'all are the best. Come on, sellers. Elijah's looking for a rotation down here. Off of that 50s level would have been where I was considering another trade. I didn't get in, but it was an option. Doing stuff and things. 10:44, boys. We got 16 minutes until Europe closes. If we can't find another spot, we may just be locking in a little W for the day. Like Brett said last week, us 1, market 0 to start the week. We can keep that going. That's all we got to do. Do you think getting dopamine from reels and pH affects trading? I have gone on monk mode and getting so much better with trading. Naveen, I love it. Great question, man. I do personally believe, this is going to be one of my next videos I was going to make, and it was about discipline and how discipline actually affects you as a trader. I think one of my strongest attributes as a human, not a trader, but just a human being, is my willingness to show up and just do the thing, right? And I think that consistency compounds. So I think if you're able to, impulse control is like the baseline of dopamine, is just keep yourself from seeking pleasure and seek yourself from that external validation all the time. It's okay sometimes. Like, again, I'm not a stickler, but when you're constantly giving in to unsatisfaction and looking for, like, I need to relieve my pain through smoking, drugs, doom scrolling, whatever it is, not going to the gym. When you're giving into the simple that, do you like 28 shorts? I would, if I was I would only add like a second contract. So I would have been looking for my first one around the 50s, and I'd add a second one maybe if we broke through there, but not particularly, honestly, Dave. Not particularly right now, with VWAP being right below, and yeah, I don't see a reason that this could be a turnaround. So I don't particularly like that, but obviously I'm sure you see something different, so do what you got to do. So yeah, constantly just giving yourself that dopamine affects the way you're in a trade. Like right now, if I was in a trade, I would be looking for the shortest relief of my pain, the same way that you seek it when you're scrolling TikTok or whatever, right? Like you're seeking, or whenever you're doing, to just avoid pain. That pain tolerance and able to do things you don't want to do, that discipline, translates into trading in so many different ways. You're able to hold through bigger winners, so your winners get bigger. You're able to hold through like drawdown, so you can let your trade actually play out and not be fearful, like, oh, I want to get out of break even here or whatever. Discipline comes into trading in a lot of ways, and if you're doing stuff like that, Naveen, and you're just thinking mindfully about it, you're going to become better. So I love the mindset there, and hope you keep pushing that, bro. I was at the highs, 6 subs away. Keep being the man, keeping us informed. I appreciate you, brother. Another 20 makes 40 off of 2 scalps. See, you're crazy with that. I love it. Nice scalp. Here we go, pushing off the 30s into the 50s again. First day here, and I'm excited. Was just watching the stream to see how you trade, and I see potential. I will be here tomorrow. Work hard means the most, bro. Welcome in, King. Glad you're here. Glad you're hanging out. Hope to be able to see you tomorrow and see if we can keep this progress going. We respected the bottom of the 532 buyers are holding. Yeah, we respected the bottom here for sure. Like I said, I would have been anticipating maybe a pull towards like maybe VWAP. VWAP's curling pretty aggressively. We're at the 15s now. Top of the 15-minute range at the 18s. So, like I said, I think longs are in. We might just continue to hold this range for the day. Maybe one more dip, but I think this is pretty much our range for the day. We'll see. We'll see. Work hard means a lot, though, man. Sub if you haven't. Join back tomorrow every single day. Hit the like button. Get us closer to that goal. Again, I said it a couple times. Did anyone notice? You remember how it used to be the blue? Anyone like the yellow? The new stream overlay, the new backdrop? I simplified some stuff, made it a little bit easier on the eyes, I think. Made it more my color scheme, more my vibe. The blue was nice, but it was just a little bit childish. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about probably, but I do. Sub with noties on to get all your streams in the morning. You know that tough stream. Let's go. Work hard. Come on, King. We'll see you in here next tomorrow, bro. We'll make some money. I'm proud of you. Not because of the payout, but mostly because you left a nice buffer after. Well done. Thanks, Dave. It means a lot, man. For real. Trying to build it back up. Get these back to that value. 1800's a good start to the week. Just keep crawling. The yellow is clean. Ah, Caesar. That's what I need. That means the most, bro. It means a lot. Bro, blown so many fundeds this 2 months without getting a payout. Well, now I'm funded again. Any tips? Dude, I think that's fantastic. Work hard. Want to Discord too. I think that's fantastic, man. I think that tells me 2 things. A, you know how to trade because you can get funded. Boys, we're pushing through the top of the range into the 567s here. Like I said, I wouldn't be fading these longs right now. Look strong. But yeah, man, if you're already getting through the combines, you know how to make money. You know how to find and read a chart. All you got to get better now is just managing the emotion. So I think the biggest difference between a combine and a funded is just the way that we're thinking about it. You know, a combine's fake money. It's $50 or however much you pay to play. It's not much money, so you're able to trade aggressive and fearless. people pass those. And then you get to the spot where it's like, holy shit, I'm funded. I could make money. I could lose money. And it changes all the way you're thinking about it. Treat it just like a combine. Literally, I wish I could show, actually, I will show you guys. This day right here, I remember very specifically. So I had a big day to start these XFAs. Okay, I had a good week. Next 2 days, I made back all of my wins. So I was pretty much flat going into this next day. So I was pretty much $100 in the account, and I was zeroed out. My brain said, okay, Tyler, you've passed these combines before. You pass these combines again, you have a max payout. So all I knew is I needed $9,000, and I just treated it the same way. I literally just wanted to treat it like a combine, and then we hit the trades to then pass the combine. And so that's kind of the mindset. It's like, I just think it's the anticipation, the thoughts about the money, the fear, all those things. Again, trading is a psychological game. 10 out of 10. Very little has to do with price action. Like, yes, you can get good at reading this, but it's about just controlling yourself. So Paul, you're doing a great job, man. Passing funded is not easy, or passing combines is not easy. Some people can't even do that. So give yourself some grace, be happy with yourself, proud of yourself, and then just lose the mentality of money and just pass another combine. Pass another combine, brother, and that's a payout. You feel me? Treat a funded like a combine, and you're there. Thanks, man. I hope it helps. I know it's not the easiest answer. I know it's not like, oh, this is what you need to do. But trust me, bro. Like, it's all in the head. It's all in the head. It always has been. This game lives in our head. It lives in our head. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? The numbers, Mason. Pushing through the top of the range, boys. We're at the 568s, hanging out at the top of the day, the top of the range for the day. As you can see on the hourly chart here, we did break out of this descending trend line. Bull flags in effect. Volume isn't crazy, but it's there. LOL Black Ops. Yes, sir, Caesar. Yeah, we're hanging out. The buys were in. Now we're just waiting, boys. I was in a rigged ass prop firm. I have two accounts funded, 100K and 50K. And when I get the email, they tell me wait a couple days, and out of nowhere, they will tell me account was closed over a rule. They added new rules every time. That is incredibly suspect. Work hard. Oh, fuck, what prop firm is that? Let us all know so we can avoid them. Jeez, that is robbery. They sound like they are robbing. Into the 575s, the top of this little push range here that we were anticipating trading through. We traded there, finding some reaction by the sellers now. Thought you would take buys off the bounce. I didn't get to a price where I wanted to, Elijah. I would have liked at least the top of the range price or VWAP. Didn't really get to a spot where I would have been. Should have been still in our long from this morning if we were still interested in this. My trade didn't work, Ty. Well, that's okay, buddy. You showed up and you tried, and you just got a little bit more knowledge. But level up traders, everybody avoid that. Everybody avoid level up traders prop firm. They are scammy. Now I switch to Topstep. There it is, King. Lock it in. They pay. They play. Be with the big boys. Topstep is at least very legit. They ain't gonna steal from your money. They might hold you a little bit, but they ain't gonna take your money like that. Into the 550s. You would have held your trade from this morning if I was still considering that we were looking up. Yeah, like I said, once we push to this range, if we continue to hold this range, the next spot was going to be these 60s. Like I said, the 67s. We ended up getting to the 75s, but I obviously was out at the 40s once we hit this first level. First level, we hit these 40s, which is this price here, with this big rejection candle. So once the buyers reclaimed it, I was interested to just lock it in. Could have held, and then even then, our break even never would have been tapped, and we'd still be riding this. That's how you trade trend days, but not too worried about it. Maybe in the future, if we catch some better sides, we'll be more patient, but I'm happy with how we traded today. Again, like Saucy says, you know, start the week on a win. We're up. Monday, us. Week, market 0. Tyler 1 for the week. You know what I mean? Just lock that in. One day at a time. this was the real move, right? Getting through this range was the real move. Outside of this, we're just kind of choppy range bound. Yes, we're still trading between the 40s and the 60s right now, but all lower probability comparatively to this morning's push. VWAP very aggressively curling to the 17s. Is just about at the top of the range now. Chill, because that's a lot of consolidation. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of consolidations, which also makes me think that we're going to keep seeing pressing. When you see sideways action, it usually exits the same way it came in. So we had a nice push off of the bottom, went sideways, and then we'll see the exit the same way it came in, maybe. Asia highs are calling. I see a Dave agrees. And Asia highs would be the continuation. I agree. I also think it's a possibility. The 600s, maybe. Let's see what happens here. If the sellers try to get this move down to the 540s. I'm short from 60 right now. Hey, that was Brett's idea, Thomas. That was Brett's trade too, sir. Good enter on the 60 here on this retest. Here's an EMA pull. Hopefully EMA rejects here. See a continuation. What are you looking for, Tim? VWAP? 17 maybe? I don't see as much downside target as much as the upside target right now. Strong reclaim at the 555s. We'll see. Do you stream every day, even days there are red folders, and do you trade Asia session? Yes, every day, Monday through Friday, red folder events or not. We love volatility here. We actually are not afraid of red folder events. And do you trade Asia session? No, sir. So right here, if you look at the top of the stream, it says every day 9:30 to 11. That's when we participate, red folder or not. And then yeah, I don't typically trade Asia. I know a lot of people have some success with Asia, but for me, it's like, there's two reasons. It's like the opportunity cost of being involved with the market at just a very specific time lets my mindset be dialed in. Like I know what to look for within the 9:30 to 11. I don't got to worry about it. I don't got to be stressed about adding other times. And then yeah, I like being consistent in terms of getting used to this setup. Our 15-minute range move, and then from there we can find spots. I just like consistency, but whatever works for you. But thank you. Didn't see that up there. My bad. No, you're good, bro. It's cool. That's cool that you didn't see that up there. That means that most people don't. You guys see this one? The like and sub? You know, over here, you know. Go get that money. Go get that money. Yes, sir. I do like trading at 2:30 if I'm up. Little London session. A little London pop. I've been interested to hop on at 2:30, 2:45 and just take a contract. It seems like 3 o'clock is always a bottom or a top to the market. It's like a London reversal. It always just goes the other way. What are you targeting with this trade, Tom? Into the 70s right now. Dangerous shoe. Yes, sir. Welcome back, King. Hi, Tyler. Could you explain a bit why you took a buy early around the open? Yes, sir. I'll explain it real quick, man. We have this big reaction Friday, right? So on the bullish chart over here, this was that Friday candle. Everybody saw Jerome speak. Once that came in, I kind of had anticipation that we were going to get a continuation in that direction. Asia session sold off, London session sold off, and then we had the New York open. So this session is where I got like all the information. VWAP, push off the opening print candle, rejection, buyers retried, okay, pushed through again. Now this candle was like the telltale for me. Biggest sell volume of the entire day. They tried to push through the range, but the buyers said no, sir. Buyers held it. Once we reclaimed the 15 off of that big sell volume, so that to me is just sellers getting trapped. People like, oh, we're gonna go down, we're gonna sell into that volume. Bunch of trap liquidity here. Buyers reclaimed it. I took a long at the 50% after reclaim, and then we were able to make money. Nicholas the man, what's up, beef? Means the most, man. Welcome. Quick 20 points to start the day. Was looking at least 20s. Looking the rotation down, yeah. Into the VWAP. I like that, Tim. Yes, sir, beef. Pushing to the top of the range now, boys, into the 571s. From here, if we continue to hold and don't reject, maybe the top 597s, Asia high. But this will be a big spot for the buyers to get through. It is 11 o'clock, so Europe is closing here. Volume's going to drop. Hey, that's what I said earlier, Tina. 60 to 20. That's exactly what he said. That's what I said, too. Thanks for explanation. Very clear. Yes, sir. Glad, Dangerous. I long to 58. Let's go. See if we can get continuation. Got to get through these 70s for you, Dave. Through these 70s could be good. But it's 11 o'clock, boys. I am getting out of here for the day. We're just going to lock in a small little W. Again, like Saucy said, you can never be upset with starting the week on a good note. We have taken a little bit from the market. We'll see if we can do it again. I'm saying at Dangerous, ever since I have been here, his explanation is so easy to understand. Yes, sir. Come on, boys. I love that. I love that. Love y'all hanging out, too. It means the most. If you guys haven't taken any trades yet, keep your account protected. We have a big week ahead of us. Last week in August. August is always a tricky trading month, so provide yourself some grace. We'll do what we can do. Tyler 1 Market 0. Let's go. Y'all are the best. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit that like button. If you haven't subbed, y'all should do that. And we'll be back tomorrow doing it all over again as the NASDAQ continues to press into high of the day. Y'all are great. Drink some sun, get some water, and I will see you boys tomorrow. Peace.
Weekend, we're celebrating Bob's Discount Furniture's 200th store.